Hey everybody, it's Katie, VSG for the Real Me, coming in for my 5 week post-op vertical sleeve update. I'm 5'3", my high weight was 306, my surgery weight was 271, my weight last week was 256, and today I am 252. It's 4 pounds since last week and 19 pounds since surgery. Yesterday I was down another pound. I was 251. But I'll get to that later. I mean, I know it might not have anything to do with what I have done because people fluctuate a pound here and there, even two. And I know that from before surgery. But if you look at my, I think week 2 video, I was pretty pissed that I gained 2. But it's just a thing, you know. We fluctuate up and down a couple of pounds every day, especially maybe not so much when you're in a normal weight, but when you're heavy, you fluctuate. So, but there are some things that I did yesterday that I want to talk about in a little bit. Let's see. First, let me just say thanks to all my new subscribers. My 4-week before and after video seemed to, it doesn't have a whole ton of views, but I think it gained views more quickly than any of my other videos. So it was kind of a success, I guess. And I guess that helped me to get a lot of new subscribers as well. So welcome. And thank you to my old subscribers. I don't know if I've ever thanked you guys, but thanks for paying attention. I love any and all feedback that I get. So let's see, where should I start? So I went a little rogue. You probably may have guessed from my last video that I was going to start eating some food. Because if this is the first time you see me, my plan progresses very slowly post-op. I'm supposed to remain on pureed foods for like a really long time. Not even, let's see, a week from Wednesday, today's Monday, a week from Wednesday is when I could technically begin soft foods. I've been on soft foods, I don't know, 3 weeks, and I decided that I wanted to start eating them because I in my last video I mentioned I tried a little bite of egg and a little bit of some really tender meat, and I had no issue with it. And, you know, I felt like my metabolism had slowed down and I needed some more calories. And guess what? I started eating food. I started eating more regularly, and I lost 4 pounds, 5 pounds yesterday, which is my biggest loss since my first week, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot. I'm okay with the slow loss. I really am, because honestly, I've got some other NSVs I'm going to talk about later that, you know, that's more important. So let's see. What have I been eating? Well, I'm still eating my yogurts, and I'm still doing just one protein shake a day. Even though I'm getting pretty up there with my protein, because that's mainly what I've been eating. Normally I like to cook everything from scratch, but I'm just eating like 2 ounces. So I bought a few little convenience things to eat, like for instance the Oscar Mayer carving board lemon pepper chicken. It's like grilled chicken, but most of it is just crumbs, which is perfect for me. It's small bites. It's processed, so it's kind of tender. The flavor is okay. So I eat that, and I can only eat about 2 ounces, but as I'm eating it, I think I'm eating way more than 2 ounces. I put the whole package on a scale and realized that I had actually eaten like between 1.5 and 2 ounces. So, you know, I guess I was satisfied with that amount. Even though the feeling of full and satisfaction is totally different, and I'm still getting used to it, and I don't know if I like it. I mentioned that last week, but it's changing, the fact that I'm eating food. And you know what? My stomach, it doesn't growl at me as much anymore. I know that that's just a thing that happens, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with anything that we're doing wrong or whatever, but my stomach seems to like food more. And you know, I mentioned this a few times, but like, I appreciate my doctor, my nutritionist's abundance of caution, but I know my body. And I know that it wanted to eat. And so I've been eating. I've eaten egg a few times. That was actually the first thing I ate, like in a kind of like a little meal. I ate the chicken. Just now I had some hummus with some salmon, baked salmon. I kind of ate it together. I eat shrimp. I had like... I can eat, shrimp, and I just put like a tiny, tiny bit of cocktail sauce because I've been buying the frozen shrimp, which, I'm from New Orleans, and I don't like shrimp that's just boiled in water or steamed. We use a lot of spices and stuff when we boil seafood, and, that wasn't in there. So I've been putting it with a little tiny bit of cocktail sauce. Let's see. So yesterday I was at a party. It was the first Saints game. Who dat? I mean, we lost, but whatever. And then the party wasn't even for the Saints game. It was a kid's birthday party, which kind of pissed me off because I look forward to football season all year, all summer. And I really wanted to be like around my people or, my friends or my own house to watch the first Saints game, but I ended up at my in-laws' house. Well, my brother-in-law's wife's family. Kind of far away. Anyway, not where I would have liked to watch the game. And they didn't have any kind of food that I could eat. So I did drink a protein shake yesterday morning. I'm going to go through my day, what I ate yesterday, because I think it might have not have been so good. But I was at a party. Whatever. I had 8 little shrimp, and they're just little tiny, they say they're medium shrimp, but whatever, with cocktail sauce. After I ate those 8 shrimp, I felt like I could still eat. Sometimes I can eat a good bit. I mean, it's still way less than I did before, but whatever. Sometimes I can't. So I ate those shrimp, and I've been chewing, making sure that, the food's not too big going down. And the only thing that they really had there that I thought I could get away with was some homemade hot dog chili. And it didn't have any beans in it, but I just put like a little bit on a plate with a little bit of shredded cheese, and it wasn't low fat, either one of them. I could see the grease on the hot dog chili. But I ate that, and then I kind of felt a little more satisfied. And then when I got home, and I bet that was just maybe a quarter of a cup of food, the chili and cheese. And when I got home, I ate a piece of the 2% milk Kraft Deli Deluxe cheese, and that seems to go down really fine with me. That lemon pepper chicken, I kind of munched on it all day, and I measured that I ate about 4 ounces throughout the day. And then I had a sugar-free popsicle, which is like 15 calories. And I made some of that lasagna, the noodle-less lasagna that I've seen a lot of people do, which is basically marinara, low-fat or fat-free ricotta, and low-fat or fat-free mozzarella. And I put, my little seasoning on it and everything. And it was good. It felt like, because the rest of my family was eating pizza for dinner last night. And I thought, it smelled really good. Even though I'm not a pizza person, I made myself a little lasagna thing. And that was great. So just the whole evening, I felt like I needed to eat. Of course, I was only eating tiny, tiny bits. I did get up. This was probably my highest day in calories. I had 776 calories and 24 grams of fat. That's the most calories and the most fat that I think I've ever had. I had a lot of cheese yesterday, and none of it was fat free. It was low fat. But I'm on my period, so that might have something to do with it. And I don't know. That's how much I ate. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I mean, on a bad day before, I would eat thousands of calories. So, I'm thankful that my tool kind of prevented that. Let's see. So that brings me, I have an NSV and an NSB, and I'm going to start with the bad news first so I can finish on a high note. But I went to my gynecologist, and as I've mentioned to you guys, I have some female problems. I've had issues with my period, and when I went to the gynecologist, I was feeling really great about my weight loss. I hadn't seen him since 6 months ago, so I was hoping that he would be impressed too. Well, he didn't really seem to care a whole lot. I mean, he's like, oh, that's good. But I told him, I still haven't been getting my period. I said, I thought I would get my period because I've lost so much weight. And he's like, well, you have to get closer to a normal weight before, your period will come back. And I was like, that kind of bummed me out because I was feeling really good about where I'm at right now. And he was wrong because I'm on my period right now. He wanted me to get back on hormones, and hopefully I won't have to do that because I started my period. Now, if it goes on and I end up getting anemic again like I did last year at this time, I'll have to get on them to stop the bleeding. But so he kind of bummed me out with that whole, you got to get close to a normal weight. Because to be honest, everybody, like, I am on top of the world right now with my little 54-pound loss. I've had a lot of, I feel good. Everybody can see a difference in me. I can see a difference in myself. I mean, I had a little issue yesterday where I still thought I was as big as I used to be when I was walking through a crowd of people. And I kept being like, excuse me, because, I used to need a lot of space to get by. And they were kind of looking at me like, bitch, you got enough space. And I realized that I did. So that was nice. But I'm not one of those people, because I know a lot of people struggle with like their body images. Even if they're losing, they still feel like they are as big as they were. I don't have that issue. I feel like I'm losing. I feel like I look like I'm losing. I feel good about it. Even though the scale is not moving fast, I see the differences and I feel really good about it. But I had another point there, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm going to get into my NSV, which is that it was the Saints game yesterday, and I didn't fit in any of my Saints shirts. So I had to go, and I saw some Saints shirts at Kmart the other day, and it looked like they would work. My husband told me, oh, it's too big, and I went and it was a 1X, which a month ago I was in a 4X. So when he was telling me the 1X is too big, I think he's out of his mind. So I went and I tried on the 1X, and it fit. Even has some space. Like, I'm probably not going to fit in it for very long. It's roomy. I think it's a kind of a generous 1X, but the fact that I am in a 1X and I'm in a female Saints shirt, for the longest time, I could not find any Saints stuff, even online, that was plus size, that was a true plus size. I ordered one 3X shirt that I swear to God was an XL. But it's a female shirt. It's cut like a woman should wear it. It's cute. I'm really on cloud 9 about that. I fit into a 1X. Now, I have been... The only thing that I've bought some shirts and stuff because I don't fit in any of my old shirts. And, I've been shopping clearance rag and stuff and thrift stores trying to find stuff that, I won't worry too much about wasting money on. But I haven't done anything about pants or shorts or anything like that. So I've been looking at stuff online, but I needed to know what size I was. So when I was there trying on my Saints shirt, I decided to get 3 pairs of pants. I grabbed a 24, which I don't even know what size I was in pre-op because I only wore tights. I felt very uncomfortable in jeans. I felt like it gave me a muffin top, even if they fit. I didn't find them flattering on me. I could never find any that was tight on the legs that fit in the waist. So, I just stopped wearing them. So anyway, I was looking at some that looked like they might be tight on the legs and fit in the waist online. But I had no idea what size to get, so I grabbed the 24, which I know I was bigger than a 24 a month ago. A 22 and a 20. And just because the 20 was on top of the pile, I tried it on first, and I got them on. And they were a tiny bit snug, but I don't even think, I think I would still wear them the way they were. So that was huge for me because that some regular size stores carry 20s, but most regular size stores carry 18. So to me, wearing a 1X shirt and a size 20 pants is just one size away from getting out of plus sizes. And when I'm in the dressing room, I'm wearing the shirt and the pants, I'm just looking in the mirror and I'm just like dumbfounded, in shock and disbelief. And then as I was leaving the dressing room, walking through Kmart, it hit me like a ton of bricks that I was one size away from shopping in the normal section. And I just started crying. I felt like an idiot. I am not a crier. I'm kind of a tough guy. I don't do that sort of thing. But I was so overcome by it. And you guys, this video is really long. I'm sorry. But I was overcome by emotion. And I called my friend who's skinny. And she's like, I told her all about it. And she's like, I told her I cried. And she was, what was her reaction? I forget what it was, but it was totally off the mark. I said, it's that I really never thought that I would be in regular sizes again. Maybe in the last few months since I've been going through this process, I have entertained the idea. But for the last 10 years, I have told myself, not even knowing it, I've told myself and I've believed that I will never be in a normal size again. And I'm so close to that. And I went on a little rant on Facebook because on these stupid Facebook VSG groups, everybody's like, I don't understand. I've only lost 36 pounds and it's 3 weeks post-op. I'm like, bitch. I'm down, I'm 5 weeks post-op and I'm down 19 pounds. But it's not about the weight, okay? Look at your measurements. Look at the size clothes you're fitting in. Look in the mirror. Think about what other people see. I feel like I'm losing inches even though I'm not losing pounds. And I talked about that last week. It's happening. My body is changing, and I feel like even since my pictures that I took for my 4-week post-op video last week, I feel like there's a difference from then. I mean, it's only 4 pounds, but I guarantee you that if I took some before and afters from this week and last week, there would be a difference. And why do we always have to compare ourselves? Everybody is different. Everybody is different. You can't just sit around and say, I'm a failure because I lost 19 pounds versus, some asshole who lost 78 in the same amount of time. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, people. But I'm really happy where I am right now. I'm really, really happy. A lot of people, they want to get down to a healthy weight. I never thought I would be right here. Of course I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and ride it out as long as I, can and hopefully the rest of my life. But if I was to not get to a normal BMI, I'm so happy with where I am right now. Now I know in a few months I'm not going to be. I'm going to want more. but I really am just happy where I am. And I just want everybody to be happy with where you are, and start looking for the positive and stop comparing yourself to everybody else, because it's pointless. So I think I said everything I wanted to say, I guess. I dyed my hair purple. You can never tell what color my hair is on these videos. It had been like this fuchsia color for since April, and I dyed my entire head purple. You can't even see it. It's very purple, okay? All right, that's it. It's over 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. Bye.